Perhaps the solution to this island's problems or complications when it comes to their religious practice would be maybe to not practice Mass at midnight. I don't know. It's called Midnight Mass, so I'm like, maybe that would alleviate all your problems, because it seems like maybe things are happening in the evening hours, right? With the gray clouds rolling in, the dead animals on the beachfront that could have washed ashore overnight. I don't know. We did see that lady in the dress on the beachfront with some other weird goings on. But that's sort of what, you could see from a teaser trailer perspective of Midnight Mass, which has potential, not just as a Netflix horror release, which sometimes those are mixed, but the ones that I've seen I've enjoyed for the most part. But it has Mike Flanagan's name attached, and I respect his movies quite a bit. Now, there's some I won't watch that he's done, just again with my personal conditions when it comes to horror content. As a Christian, I don't tend to do like the dark supernatural stuff, so anything that goes into paranormal, that depends. I'm usually a little bit looser with that. But when it comes to like going into demonic, spiritually dark, or occult stuff, that's like an automatic pass for me. We'll see where this goes. And again, a couple of his projects have gone that direction, but he's also done some projects like Gerald's Game, Hush, Before I Wake, and Dr. Sleep. I haven't watched that one yet, but the trailers have potential, and that one definitely got a lot of praise. His name is very respected. I can certainly vouch for appreciating his talent, because he's quite effective in his craft. Now, this show, I will say, is not just tied to his name, but also they say in the post, like, The Haunting of Hill House. That's one show. I tried watching one episode because everyone was like, this is such a great show. I'm like, I can't do it. Look at the content. I'm like, no, this crosses a lot of lines for me. Now, if this show does have potential, I'm going to use this trailer as a determinant, because again, the teaser trailer sort of gave you the broad strokes. I would imagine this is going to be more focused in where the series is going to give you a better direction. Not a spoiler one, but a better direction overall with the plot. I will say again, this is a Netflix program, so if I do end up watching this, it'll be probably in the near future, or distant future. It depends on Netflix, because I'm still in my boycott right now because of the whole Mignonnes, aka Cuties situation. As long as that film remains on the platform, and before some of you are like, oh, you're typically against censorship and cancel culture. It's different. This is potentially a criminal project. The fact that it got a Texas indictment is proof of that. So, and as far as that project is on the platform, I will not pay a company any of my money that supports that type of behavior. So, it's up to Netflix. They can bring me on whenever they want. I mean, I want to hop back on. I've, said Stranger Things, Cobra Kai. I have to wait those shows out, and I'm not happy about it, but I'm not stepping over my line on this one. I got my convictions, and what's wrong is wrong. And in that case, I'm like, I'm not coming back on until Cuties is gone. I won't. So if I do end up watching Midnight Mass, it'll be in the future, at some point down the line. Let's see if, this is a show that does hook me in from a trailer. Now, again, the teaser trailer was a good tease. Let's see where this goes. We're going to go ahead and watch this first. I'll talk about it more in my condensed review segment. Phone us watching the video together. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. Let's learn. Okay, hang on. Here we go. Definitely a secluded island. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. Is that Carrie-Anne Moss?
Go home, honey, where you belong.
Maybe they'll show her again, and maybe I'll rewind. Who knows? If it is Carrie-Anne Moss, I'm a fan of her. I like watching her. Very good actress. Seems like a very close community.
You struggled.
And things are good so far.
That's what I did.
Yes. We like it. But help is here.
He's got a troubled past.
Where have you gone? Good morning. I know I'm not who you expected to see. Just know I'm only here to help, and I look forward to meeting you all. So tell me when.
Will he help them though, or will he create more issues?
I'm a pretty rational guy.
Something's happening here.
Yes. And everyone's like, it's when you showed up.
We are living in a miraculous time.
There is definitely, again, other than the name of the priest, there is a religious emphasis in the project.
I think I'm crazy. I mean, what's a little crazy between friends?
That's
right?
not Carrie-Anne Moss. Okay. She looks very similar though with that haircut.
What are you doing?
Come on.
What is wrong now? Stop it.
It's not funny.
It's an interesting music choice to blend into this ad. It's a nice match, though. I think it's good pairing.
Open your heart.
I want you to run.
I am so.
When you hear people in the background running by, you're like, yeah, you might want to get out of there. You might not want to walk. I can see this going a number of directions. It is a very ominous trailer, and it definitely points to the issues here that belay this island community. I guess happen either when the one guy arrives or the priest is there. Because obviously, I don't know what this priest could have a very dark purpose. He might not be, you know, the holy figure that might be presented, right? Or you might think of walking into church as somebody that, you know, looks to God for spiritual guidance in terms of properly ministering to the flock. For those of you who don't know, maybe you're not religious or maybe you're not Christian. It's kind of the biblical principle of, like, you know, the shepherd and his sheep, essentially. You've got the priest that ministers to the church parishioners. I would imagine, again, with what's going on, maybe they're like, you may want to find a different church, or you might want to establish a different one on the island, maybe to combat what's going on. I don't know. I could see this, as I said, going many different directions. It's hard for me to say specifically, because, I mean, on the surface, it could be spiritual in the way that these miracles start to be happening. I guess maybe also some of the weird goings on. Or they could be more paranormal. I don't know. But again, I say spiritually not because of the explicit imagery to the, they say Mass. I'm going to assume the Catholic faith in here. I don't know if it's Catholic, but at least they say Mass, so that's immediately the connection I draw. It's beautifully presented, beautifully shot. I think the music choice is very interesting. And it definitely seems like a lot's going on. It's not a trailer. It keeps a lot up in terms of its mystery, which is, I think that's good. But there really is a religious component to it. We'll see what happens when, I'll read some reviews in advance of consideration of watching the show. I don't know yet, but that'll be with time. Again, it depends. When I do look at reviews, I won't be looking for, like, direct spoilers. I'll be looking to, what is the spiritual direction here? Is it more paranormal, or is it more like into the dark supernatural stuff? Because it gets like into the demonic stuff. I'm like, that's going to be an out for me. And, Mike Flanagan has done a couple projects in his past that kind of have gone that way, and they're projects that, like, wait, you might be a talented filmmaker, but I won't watch those. But it's a show that, at least from what I see right now, has potential. And it does match the quality of his work that I would expect with his name. So we'll see. What are your guys' thoughts of Midnight Mass? Maybe for those of you who watch the show, because I'm a little late in covering this, you'll be able to tell me in the comments how far it goes, maybe supernaturally speaking. Not that I want, spoilers thrown my way, in the case that eventually I do get to watch it. Again, that's pertinent to whenever Netflix gets their heads back on straight and gets rid of cuties. But, just a general understanding is what you could convey to me in the meantime of where's the extent of the result here. Feel free to let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget, maybe they saved like all the nuances and the answers for season 2. I don't know. But as I said, leave me your thoughts down below. Don't forget all the good stuff, but like, subscribe to sharing that bell until we get to watch more, perhaps from Netflix or Mike Flanagan. Actually, I think there's one more video I'm going to look at for this. Yes, we're going to look at a featurette in the next video. That might give us a little more information as well. Until I get to that point, though, or whatever trailer I get to watch together next, I will see you guys then. But until that time, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys. Don't love yourselves, your fellow man. God bless and peace.